I forgot. Yeah, roster exceeds the maximum. Oh, complete their cut day. What? Oh, I gotta cut somebody. Let me see. I can't cut massive. Who's the crack squad? Andy Jones. By Andy Jones. Robert Davis. Andy Jones. Let me see. Where do I want to go next? Oh, goddamn. I'm just getting tight ends. This thing got to go. Wes Saxon. Oh, no, I got 5 fucking tight ends. Tyler Compton. Yeah, we got 84 speed. But he ain't gonna get any better. You're right about that. Get out of here. See what's assassin. All right, now. Go on, nigga. Go on. You ain't nothing but an ultra perm. How you want to cut this? Well, just make it nice and neat. $78. $78. Damn, what kind of chemicals you got in your head? Damn, boy, is that some type of weave or something? That's no weave. I've been pouring that since birth. Well, shit, boy, is that some kind of chemicals you got in here? That's not no chemicals. That ain't nothing but ultra perm. How you want to cut this? Oh, just make it nice and neat. That'd be $8. Oh, man. All right, man, I'm going to go ahead and get this game in. Oh, yeah. Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain was good, but he was shit. He beat George Lewis's ass. George Lewis was 157 years old when he fought him. Oh, you ain't never met no Frank Sinatra. Fuck you, and fuck you. Who's next? You ain't never met no Martin Luther the King. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. No, you did not. Martin Luther the King. Oh, man. I can look at that movie any day.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to
when you haven't schemed in a while, but you visualize it, I know what you mean. You do a better job.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
What?
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing here, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover.
Oh, come on, bro. I have not moved. Like, you're gonna be sore. You don't think you're gonna go get sore?
I've been laying in bed like the past week. Everyone has it. Why? Like, I was talking to Jordan, and he was like, so many people are going to be outside. He's like, everyone's going to be outside. We're quarantined.
Oh,
His guys will get the
we're gonna be saturated with so many different options. It's just.
It's like, I go to the beach, I go to a skate park, I go roller skating.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit. bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's the 6-yard line.
2nd and 10
They'll run it The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins.
God, you are the worst quarterback ever.
Pro safety Eddie Jackson. He will score. Touchdown, Chicago. He was 2nd in the NFL last year with 6 interceptions. This time, not only the interception, but also 6 points.
And it's just so difficult to go get the football in this league because people are so proficient in the passing game. It's not easy at all to read patterns, to break on the football, catch the ball, take it the other way. Yeah, when you have a guy like that on your team, you feel really good about his efforts.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 39, Cousins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh my
Here's
God.
another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to have a third down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Fielded at the 43. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. It's caught by Davis.
They didn't have
Get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I forgot.
One of the selling points of the end round is against a quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Even in it?
Took some chips and dipped it in there. I turned it on low though because it was cooking too fast.
Oh yeah, because it would have burned. But it needed to be on high for some time.
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
beans to, to cook, but you know what I'm saying.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Pulled in at the 24. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This time, Trubisky will throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of his end zone, Cousins. Completes it to Davis. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. John. Give me some. Give me some.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got the hookup with Conley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Again, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Robert Quinn able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Cousins. Caught here by Conley. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go. You tighten up. 25.
Cousins again. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. It's a foot race past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive punt. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Yeah. You act like you don't know what a hot link is.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
He said about being around white people too much, and I said apparently. He said,
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Oh my God, what is
It's
wrong
a
with you,
pickup
boy?
of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
we'll see how you act. I need dishes washed, floors clean. Yeah.
A 10th carry in the game for
Just got to take that
He'll
thing
snap
out
about
of
5 yards down to the 32. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 32.
Yes, he does.
No, I
do it even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Okay.
Why do we have to do the whole house tomorrow? Why not?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Clean the house. I said I won't get into specifics. Telling you to clean the house. Among other things.
Is that sriracha barbecue sauce?
Yeah, and I want to put on some wings.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
That's not
Those wings, that sounds mean. Those wings are
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run with Cook. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
And they got the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No,
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's for me and Pops to split. I only got one. So put it down. You don't even like those.
They're protein bars. This is what I always say to get me, and then you never get bars. No, those are great.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He completes this into the hands of Miller. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw is Cousins. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Third and long for Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Batson.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. He got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check 52.
They run it again with Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check. Crouch. Watch the safety creep.
Cousins now. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw it. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Why I just did that?
What'd you do?
Picked up this lid with my hands covered in.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Good girl. It's all good.
He's got Burton here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
What? We got the chips.
And cheese.
And cheese. Chips and cheese.
This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Well, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Okay, y'all can play. Get it.
One last shot now for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it was their defense that really paid.